woke up and hooked up the respirators on their last breath.
What's going on? Yeah, I'm back. I don't know where to start. I didn't really listen to this.
Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you?
There's gonna be some cringe shit. So I haven't watched it. I haven't watched this yet. It's been playing in the background, but the sound has been down. Let's see what's going on here.
Remember that. You're not my friend. Your dad's a and he pimping you. Your dad a pimping, he pimping you. I'm gonna beat 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 you. I'm reading everything. You soft. You soft. You soft. Stop. I already know you whack now. Your dad can't talk for you. Your dad can't save you.
Real life though. Everybody know you really whack.
Come up with something
You're
better,
whack.
bro.
No, you're
Hit
whack.
me, bro. That was whack.
Okay.
That was whack. You soft, bro. You soft.
I've never been soft.
Soft.
I've never been soft.
We seen that video when Tank beat your ass.
Okay.
Floyd showed me. He had.
I beat the shit.
Oh, I seen the video. Remember? I seen the video. I seen the. Pimping you. Your dad a pimping. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you you're gonna feel some feel you ain't felt? No.
My bad.
Dodge everything.
Why did you turn your back? You turned your back.
Dodge that shit.
You turned your back.
Sounds stupid.
You turned your back.
What you want to do? What you gonna do?
You're not like
The fear is getting to you.
I was saying that I didn't want to listen to the PG version that didn't have no curse words. That's what I was saying. Because the one we were watching before didn't have a cuss word. See what's going on here. What are we talking about? This is only the 18-second clip. I was looking for the full clip. Yo, Ryan Garcia, I mean, don't get me wrong, he got big balls. But you can't argue that. You can't argue that. You know? However, I do believe he did try to duck. He wanted to fight Rolly. He went on that run with Floyd, and then he wanted to fight Rolly. But he's fighting Devin Haney now. Hopefully, you know, they make it to the ring on April the 20th. But, you know, you got to give Ryan Garcia some credit. He cringed. You know, I remember at one point in time, I had blocked him on social media. Remember he was all on that sunshine and rainbow shit? Remember that shit? Like, you know, like I wish everybody could see the same stars. If you look up in the sky, the beauty that we see. You know, it's like, all right, I like the positivity, but at one point in time, he was a little bit too much. But you know what? I can be honest. Like, before we get into the topics of the night, we got to talk about what's going on with Tank Davis, the 135-pound division, the 140-pound division. Teofimo, he's on my shit list again. Y'all been to tell the same old-ass story I'm always telling all the time on how I met Tio Sr.? He had these two little liquor cups. You could tell it was vodka with a splash of cranberry or some old bullshit. And he was like, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" Little ass motherfucker too. Anyway, we gonna stay on topic. So yeah, Teofimo looked like shit last night. I watched that whole card. I was here. I watched the whole card. Keyshawn Davis, I just don't think he got the goods. I think that Ryan Garcia gonna lose to Devin Haney. I'm not saying he's gonna get beat up. I'm not saying that. Because Ryan Garcia can fight when he actually listens and actually not try to do his own thing, like that bullshit shoulder roll where Derrick James told him not to do it. Then the post-fight press conference, he said, he told me not to do it, but I want to try something different. That's why I don't like Ryan Garcia, because he one of the motherfuckers that think you know it all. Kind of like Chris Colbert. I can't stand him. You know, it's like Chris Colbert be getting beat the fuck up. His corner talked to him like, "Yo, you need to do this." And he like, I got it, chill. It's like, no, you don't got it. That's why you're getting beat the fuck up. Excuse my language. We got to tone that down. But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia just don't listen. That's why he keep running through coaches, and he has a reputation when people say he don't listen. You know, so what's going to change now? By the way, who's going to be his trainer? Is he still with Derek James? Is he going to have another trainer? Is he going to train himself? And I don't think that this pay-per-view is going to do no million buys either. It's a good fight for Devin Haney, for both of the fighters, don't get me wrong. But Devin Haney, even though his resume is surpassed, I think his resume, his resume, in my opinion, is already better than Tank Davis. It already is, my personal opinion. But as far as marketability, he's not there yet, but he's getting there. He's getting close. He's getting close, especially if he keeps up this momentum. Remember, Lomachenko, Regis Prograis, and now Ryan Garcia, they was flirting with Conor Benn. They've been talking about 147 pounds, you know, but right now you can't knock it. You can't knock it. However, I am still a little bit bitter against Devin Haney because he didn't rematch Lomachenko. That's one of those type of rematches that, like, you have to take. It has to happen. But devil's advocate here, weight, you know, he'd be looking real sickly when, you know, he be trying to make that 135. So it's like, all right, I'm not going to give you too much shit. But still, though, that's one of those generational rematches that we needed, you know? Kind of like when Floyd, he had to fight Castillo again. He had to fight Maidana again. You know, this was one of those fights that I think would have really got him over the edge. However, Lomachenko was whooping his ass. I never expected for Lomachenko to actually be walking down Devin Haney. I didn't expect that at all, you know? But it was a close fight. You know, could have went either way. But I did give it to Lomachenko. But I think that he just let off the gas. It's one of those fights where you watch it multiple times. This just maybe me. You know, you see how the other fighter won. It could have went either way. It could have went either way. It could have went either way. I noticed my boy TstreeT don't really got many trolls on his channel. I don't be doing no motherfucking videos. Shit. People be saying, yeah, I'm a troll. I will troll. No, I don't troll no more. I haven't did a good troll in probably like 4 years. I used to troll the shit out of, I used to troll a lot of people. You know, you don't want me trolling you. You gonna have some motherfucking problems. All this nerd shit I got, I'll start pulling shit up. You don't want me trolling you. But anyway, let's get to some business here. Let's go look at the resume of Devin Haney. Let's pull up some things here. I mean, you can't knock it, you know? Now, I don't really rate Ryan Garcia, to be honest, that highly, really kinda. I do kinda. He's skilled, but he just don't listen. He just don't listen. Yeah, you don't want me trolling you. I will whoop your ass on the trolling sense. I used to be a maniac, like, in my younger years. I'm seasoned now. Now I'm just this bitter-ass, jaded boxing fan that don't know what he want to do with himself. Stuck in a midlife boxing crisis. Anyway, but listen to this. You know, you can't knock it. You can't knock it. Gamboa was already on his last leg. I don't really count this. I'm not counting Gamboa. I'm not really counting Linares that much. But still, the names, though, he's got the names. He's got the scalps. He's got the scalps. Jojo Diaz was quality, a little bit quality. A little bit quality. Kambosos, hey, listen, me and Big J got a video coming out on Kambosos. Listen, how do you rank Kambosos? Let's be honest here. I cover Australian boxing. Can I be honest? Kambosos is one of the weaker fighters, like top 5 fighters at 135. You can't knock the win of a Teofimo, but when you look at what happened to Teofimo last night and against Sandor Martin, which we're going to talk about later on, who is Teofimo Lopez? Has he ever really been good? Is it all smoke and mirrors? Is it just maybe left-handed fighters? You know, we don't know. But these 2 wins over Kambosos, for one, Kambosos, by the way, alias Ferocious, one of the first things that really pissed me off is he's out there trying to box Devin Haney. It's like, no, you got to go at him, try to put a boot in his ass. You can't go out there and try to box. Like, for example, one of the most recent examples I like to use is, look at Floyd Mayweather-Maidana, the first fight. Maidana wasn't out there trying to box. He was punching Floyd all in the neck, all in the arms, just everywhere, just wild-ass shit. You know, he bit him once. Was that the second fight? You know, you got to go out there and put a boot in the ass. You know, you can't go out there and try to square up. I remember when Sergio Martinez tried to do that shit with Miguel Cotto. I said, yeah, he's cooked. You know, he had that bum-ass knee, and then they took his Stone Cold teeth. He wanted to wear a Stone Cold Steve Austin knee brace. But Freddie Roach and Miguel Cotto was like, nah, you can't wear that. So he had this bum-ass knee pad on it. He just couldn't do nothing. Anyway, moving on. I just don't really, I mean, it's quality win. At the same time, it was for the Undisputed. Real Undisputed. You know, so you can't, how do you rate Kambosos? I don't know. How do you rate Kambosos? Kambosos' resume, you know, I mean, he beat Tszyu, but I do believe that Tszyu had that, what did he say he had? Something was going on with Tszyu, almost croaked. I think it was when he let the mountain punch him in the gut. He wasn't the same. But it depends because, listen, not only, now here's a very important fact about Kambosos. Here's a very important fact about Kambosos. Struggled against Mickey Bay. Struggled against Lee Selby. Struggled. He did win. He clearly beat Teofimo. Got starched by Devin Haney 2 fights. Then comes back and struggles with Maxie Hughes. Lomachenko gonna lay some hands upon him. Because you know after Lomachenko loses, every time Lomachenko loses, was it the 3 times? He always comes back and just start knocking people the fuck out. It happened with Orlando Salido. He started whooping ass. It happened after he lost to Tszyu. He came back to start put a boot in ass at Nakatani. And who else? Richard Comey. And now after Devin Haney, I'm thinking he's going to come back and he's going to beat the shit out of George Kambosos. My own personal opinion. By the way, take your time out. Like the video, subscribe, and TstreeT Controversy with 5U360. So yeah, I do admit this announcement got the blood moving a little bit to the point where I'm here on a Friday night doing a live stream. Let's go back to Devin Haney, though. You know, but this last 3 right here, Lomachenko, Prograis, and Ryan Garcia. Now, of course, people are going to say, well, you know, he's fighting Tank Davis leftovers. I get it. Okay. Kind of makes a little bit of sense. But still a quality fighter. Let's go pull up some rankings here. Go pull up some. Oh, well, let's go back and listen to this first again. I wanted to listen to the uncut version where they didn't cut out the curse words, but we just got to deal with this. Here it is. So they're both in Vegas, you know, as you know, Super Bowl 58, Chiefs 49ers. I had them fucking Taylor Swift. I'm not watching that Super Bowl. I'm watching the highlights. I don't want to see her. I don't want to hear about her. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear nothing about no Taylor Swift. Like, I'm going to catch the highlights. No bullshit. I'm going to be in the bed. I'm going to catch the highlights. I'm going to the Texas Roadhouse for dinner, and I'm going to go home, and I'm going to go to bed. Fucking Taylor Swift make me sick.
You're not my friend. Your dad's a and he pimping you. Your dad a pimping, he pimping you. I'm gonna beat 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 you. I'm reading everything. You suck. You suck. You suck. Suck. I already know you whack now. Your dad can't talk for you. Your dad can't save you.
Everybody know you really whack.
Whack. Come up with something
You're
better,
whack.
bro.
No, you're
Hit
whack.
me, bro. That was whack.
Okay.
That was whack. You soft, bro. You soft.
I've
You
never been
soft.
soft.
Soft. Soft.
I've never been soft.
We seen that video when Tank beat your
Okay.
Floyd showed me. He had.
I beat the
Oh, I seen the video. Remember? I seen the video. Seen the video. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit.
Okay.
You
Now I'm
look
getting
like
prime
a
rib.
ghost right now, bro. Go, you getting hell for real, bro. You getting hell for real.
Are you crazy?
Soft, bro.
Are you crazy?
You are so
Okay.
soft. I can
Okay.
see. Your breath is just. I can hear you. You're not like that, bro.
You're not like that. You're not like that.
The fear is
You're not
getting
like
to you.
that.
The fear
I
is
just talked to
getting
you
to you.
last week.
The
You're
fear
not
is
like
getting
that.
to you.
I just talked to you
The
last
fear is
week.
getting to
You're
you.
not like
The
that.
fear is getting to
Okay.
you. I told you gonna feel some fear, right? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you you gonna feel some fear you ain't felt? No.
Cringe as fuck, man. Actor. Bad actor. I don't want to see that again. By the way, I'm getting the prime rib if you didn't hear me. I don't want to see the trash talk gonna be real cringe. You know, even though I like Devin Haney, he ain't slick. Remember, he said he was trying to say he grew up in the ghetto and all that. He ain't grew up in the ghetto. You know, we know the truth. And then Ryan Garcia, he's always been cringe. But I don't want to see that no more. Don't get me wrong, I love the fight. But the promo, I'm thinking the promo's going to be cringe. Like, for real, for real. This generation is goofy, right? What is going on? Like, my gosh. It's all these cameras. But, listen, I'm picking Devin Haney. However, Ryan Garcia can box, and he doesn't have the power of Tank Davis from what we've seen. People are saying maybe he's growing into his power, whatever, but I'm just not seeing it yet. I'm just not seeing it yet. I'm just not seeing it yet. Like, I see Devin Haney being able to win on the cards, but Ryan Garcia can fight. He got fast hands. But who is his trainer going to be? That's going to be the question. I want to know who his trainer is going to be, if he's still with Derrick James or not. But it would be impressive if Devin Haney could knock him out, because you know what the narrative is going to be. Well, you know, Tank Davis knocked him out. And I wonder if it's going to be any weight clause bullshit. I don't think so, though. Now, in Tank Davis's defense, he has had some legal issues, and from my understanding, he may still be on house arrest. But by the time these two get in the ring, well, 2 days before, let's go look at the resumes. I'll be able to better show you this way. Let's go do it this way. Let's go look at Ryan Garcia's resume here. By the way, hey, I'm not doing this for my health. Be sure to take your time out and like the video. I don't ask y'all for no money, but I'm about to. If y'all want me to do full time, this is a new generation, so y'all got some money. I want some super chats. I'm going to start asking y'all. I've never asked y'all for no super chat. I'm going with my little coin cup. Y'all look at my little coin cup. I'm going to be up in this joint. Shit. Everybody else getting the super chat. Why can't I get some super chat? Anyway. Ryan Garcia, since he fought Tank Davis, he fought Oscar Duarte. He did look like shit, but he did stop Duarte, but he was doing that bullshit shoulder roll. And then fighting Devin Haney. Devin Haney has fought Lomachenko, Regis Prograis, and then Ryan Garcia since Tank Davis fought Ryan Garcia. Now, we know legal issues, okay. We know that the PBC on Amazon deal and their pay-per-views don't start until March the 30th, okay. But this inactivity is really, affecting a lot of these fighters. You know what fight I would love to see? I want to see Tank Davis versus Gary Russell. That's my dream fight. That's one of the fights that, I'm going to be geeking over if it ever happened. I want that fight so bad, but it's not going to happen. And the question now is, who is Tank Davis going to fight for his next fight? Let's go look at some rankings. Who is he going to fight? Because it's got to be a hard-hitting opponent. And remember, Subriel Matias is now gone from PBC. He's going to be fighting Liam Perro in Puerto Rico on a Matchroom, the DAZN card. So which means, and the rumor is he was offered Stanionis or Boots Ennis 147-pound fighters. So do they not even have 140-pound fighters to offer Tank Davis? Who's he going to fight? Let's go look at some rankings. Let's see what we can get here out of this. Let's see if we can find Tank Davis. Let's say Tank Davis returns in June. Because, for example, PBC, their first pay-per-view is on March the 30th. You might as well say that's April. They're not going to have another pay-per-view 2 or 3 weeks later. This really doesn't make any sense for their business model. And then Canelo fights in May. So it's logical to think that maybe Tank Davis can fight in June. It's looking like my gut would be June. But then by that time, he's going to be on a 14-month layoff. Everybody getting some of that layoff work. So let's go look. Frank Martin ain't going to move the needle. Frank Martin there, but he ain't going to move the needle. I'm so glad it's not Isaac Cruz. I really like that Rolly Isaac Cruz fight, by the way. That's going to be on March the 30th on the undercard of Thurman versus Tszyu, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on. So my gut is going to say Rayo, because he got a high profile win over Chris Colbert. And that's it. 135 is kind of getting a ghost town. Frank Martin just don't move the needle. And if Jermaine Ortiz decides to leave Top Rank and maybe PBC can scoop him up, I don't want to see Tank Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz on pay-per-view. I don't want to pay for that shit. it's getting a little thin. It's getting a little thin. Let's go to the 130, see if anybody can move up. It's getting a little thin over there for Tank. It's getting a little thin. I think it's going to be Rayo or Frank Martin. But I think Rayo because, they got to get the Mexican. That's not, and of course, I identify as full-blooded Chicano. So they got to get the Mexican. We bring in all, like the Hispanics, we all stick together. That's just what it's looking like. But the fact that he's not fighting the guys, okay, all right. He did fight Ryan Garcia. Okay, all right, cool. And by the way, Tank Davis has reached out to Eddie Hearn about fighting Conor Benn. Al Heyman probably called him up so quick, like, yo, champ, what you doing? Like, what's up, man? Like, you gotta, be tight, champ,